I got really overcommitted this week, and here's what I'm doing about it. So let's rewind a bit. A few months ago, I accepted my capstone project for my master's degree, and I also accepted a job with my university to do some media work, and I also started David the Futurist, this thing that you're watching right now. I definitely picked up a few things along the way, like continuing to work on my old startup idea, but also, as early as last week, I'm now fixing boosted board batteries, and oh yeah, I'm applying for jobs. Needless to say, on top of sleeping, eating, and bathing, I am really overwhelmed and overcommitted. In the early days of doing this master's program, I felt really free because a lot of the schedule, especially during the 9-to-5 period, was wide open. I could do whatever I wanted with it. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna start a vlog series called David the Futurist. I'm gonna document my journey through grad school and help people like me that wanna make the world a better place and don't know where to start to have a place to start so that people like me can actually do things that are impactful today on a small scale so we can be impactful in the future on a larger scale. And I guess the nature of the beast with overcommitment, especially when you're in undergrad or in my case, even in grad school, is that you don't really know what constitutes overcommitted until you're there. And I don't think that's just because I'm irresponsible. I mean, I do have an irresponsible side, but I don't think that's necessarily why I put myself in this position where I just have a lot of things to deal with and something like a weekly vlog series is getting done the day before it goes up. I think it comes back, at least for me, from a point of care, that I really care about how I spend my time. And I don't want to feel like that I undercommitted, in the sense that I didn't present any real challenges to myself. I just wanted to do the bare minimum, and that's it, and I'm done. I don't want to be that kind of person. So I guess I find creative ways to get rid of my free time because I feel like that my time can be better spent building my skills or sharing my perspective like I am right now. I think there's a very real dangerous side to overcommitment though. And that comes from a very practical perspective of I don't have enough time to eat, sleep, and bathe. And that's not always true. I did take a shower today, yay me. But I only had 2 out of 3 meals a day, and I slept maybe 7 out of 8 good hours last night. And I know in my head that's not long-term sustainable. And I guess I don't want to disappoint anybody because I committed to doing all these things. I committed to doing this vlog series 13 episodes ago, and I really want to keep that up. I don't want to just falter just because I had one bad week and put nothing out, because at least if I put something out, then I feel like that I still kept true to my commitment, even though this week wasn't that great. And there's some things I can make those compromises with, and there are other things that I really don't want to make those compromises with, like with my thesis or with the startup idea I'm working on. Same thing for applying for jobs. Like, I don't want to make a compromise on that just because, I was busy and so I didn't have time to polish up my resume and things like that. I should give my best shot possible. I don't believe there's a cure for overcommitment. And like how I don't believe that there's a cure for imposter syndrome, I believe that there's a treatment. I believe that the treatment is having the self-awareness. Because if I didn't have a serious look in the mirror and say to myself, oh my God, this is a lot I have to deal with on a constant basis, then I would just add more. And now I know that I really can't add more, that I should spend the limited time I have to clean my plate so I can put more things on. I know that sounds like a very obvious thing that probably really shouldn't even be said, but it's really easy to forget that sort of thing, especially if you're a passionate person that wants to make the world a better place. You want to really lean into that passion and go where that passion takes you. And sometimes where that takes you, in my case, is fixing boosted board batteries on the weekends. Hindsight really is 2020, I guess. Oh gosh, 2020. So if you're a student right now, I want to reassure you that yeah, your work is important, but you're just a student. Like, you're supposed to make those mistakes of not knowing exactly what is your threshold of commitment because you're learning, and this is part of the learning process. And if you are older and you have a big boy job or big girl job, I want you to realize that you're not alone, and that I really hope that you're doing work that you believe matters. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you might be working 18-hour days, but if it brings you joy and fulfillment, then like I have no reason to say that you shouldn't do that because I think you're overcommitted or because someone else thinks you're overcommitted. But that also might be a sign that you gotta you should hire out for the things that you really can't do, because there are just things that you have to be present for in life. And that's really the best advice I can really give for the limited experience that I have, because frankly, I am not at the big boy job stage. I am applying for the big boy job stage. Okay, I think this is a good place for me to just stop recording, edit this, and upload it as quickly as possible so I can stay true to my 1 video per week commitment. All right, what do you guys think? Are you really overcommitted? What are you guys doing about it? Do you have any hacks for that? Leave it down in the comments down below. Anyway, I'm David the Futurist, and I'll see you guys in the future.